Heavy snow will continue to fall in some parts of the Mid-South and the Mid-Atlantic, but the heaviest snow will reach the Northeast tomorrow on Tuesday. Not only will snow be a major factor today and tomorrow, high winds are expected across much of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast tonight into tomorrow. So now let's take a look at who will see snow tonight and then into tomorrow. So if we look at the 23Z ACRR run, it looks like around 7, 8, and 9 p.m. in western Tennessee, heavy snow could be falling into that band, and then into central Tennessee around 9 and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. This band of snow diminishes in central Tennessee, and then with some sleet and ice mixing in there, with a little bit of snow mixing as well in some parts of Tennessee late tonight, almost until about midnight Central Standard Time. Then as we get into 1 to 2 a.m., a snow band continued to develop into eastern Kentucky. Then as we get into 4 and 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that the band of snow could continue to move east into Kentucky and West Virginia, and also snow and ice showing up into the Tennessee and North Carolina mountains. Then as we get into 5, 6, and 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that rain continuing into snow will go into West Virginia and Virginia. Now let's switch to looking towards more the northeast. Then as we get into about midnight to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, snow could continue to mix into rain and ice in Pennsylvania and New York and even New Jersey. Heavy snow and ice will continue until about 2 and 3 p.m. for Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and even Connecticut. Heavy snow and ice will really begin to get going into Pennsylvania and New York and northern New Jersey, as well as Connecticut around 5 a.m. tomorrow. Then by about 7 a.m. tomorrow, this will continue to change into more of a snow pattern with some ice in Maryland and Virginia, as well as West Virginia, and then also into Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Then by about 8 a.m. tomorrow, very, very heavy snow will continue to fall across southeast Pennsylvania and then into Maryland, as well as northern New Jersey and southern New York and also Connecticut. Then by about 9 a.m. tomorrow, heavy snow, or at least snow, will be falling across Virginia, Maryland, northern Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, southeastern New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. By about 10 a.m. tomorrow, most of the precipitation falling will be snow. Very heavy snow will be falling all the way from Virginia into Massachusetts, with the heaviest snow at this time being towards the coastal areas. By about 1 p.m. tomorrow, the snow will start to taper off from Delaware and then into New Jersey, and then the heavier snow will continue into Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. And then by about 3 p.m. tomorrow, the heaviest snow will have moved off, but there will still be snow falling in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. The heaviest snow at this time period will mainly be in Massachusetts. Then by 4 p.m. tomorrow, there'll still be snow falling in Massachusetts, but then it'll continue to move. The snow will continue to move to the east and will eventually leave most of the northeast U.S. by 6 p.m. tomorrow. As this moves off late tomorrow evening into tomorrow night, there'll be some back-end snow coming in from this into the northeast states. Now, if we take a look at surface winds throughout tonight into tomorrow, we have these winds moving across Tennessee and basically pretty much the southeast tonight, and these will be pretty strong in some parts. There's Tennessee with a 18-15 mile per hour winds there. This is constant speeds, by the way, not wind gust. So this is just constant speeds. And then as you can see over the southeast tonight into early tomorrow morning, you have these winds pick up, especially over the high elevations of the mountains in Tennessee, North Carolina, and into Virginia there. And then as this low pressure moves to the northeast, these winds will begin to ramp up into early tomorrow morning, and very high winds will be going across the southeast and then South Carolina there, Virginia, West Virginia, and then into the northeast as well. Very high winds will be into the northeast, and then as you can see there, onshore winds from this low pressure, almost 35 miles per hour there, just from the low pressure itself. So very high winds if you live in any of the coastal regions or on the coast in the northeast. These winds will continue throughout tomorrow on Tuesday, and they'll continue throughout during the midday, and then by tomorrow evening they should begin to taper off a little bit. Now let's take a look at the snowfall accumulations. So this will be throughout the entire system. So this will be the entire amount of snow that could be possible according to the 18Z GFS. So now if you look in western Tennessee here, some isolated spots could see a couple of inches. There's 7 to almost 5, 6, 7 inches showing up at some isolated spots. I don't personally see this happening, but I could see at least a couple inches showing up in Tennessee there. Then if we look into Kentucky here, parts of central Kentucky, you could see maybe a couple to 5, 6, 7 inches. There's 9 showing up there. Then if we look into Kentucky again, into the eastern, northeastern part, a couple 5, 6 inches showing up there. Then even into Ohio, there's 4 or 5 inches, 3 inches showing up there in southern Ohio. Then into West Virginia, a couple inches showing up there. Into West Virginia, 4, 5, 6 inches showing up there. Then over here, you have almost 7 to 8 inches showing up, according to the 18Z GFS in eastern West Virginia. And then into Virginia, a couple inches showing up in extreme northern Virginia. And then if we look into Maryland, we have 9, almost 7, 8, 9 inches showing up there in northern Maryland. And now if we look at Delaware, 5, 6, 7 inches possible there on the 18Z GFS. And then if we look into Pennsylvania, from central Pennsylvania to southern Pennsylvania, widespread 7, 8, and 9 inches showing up there, almost a foot there into south central Pennsylvania. Now if we take a look at New Jersey, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 inches there. Then if we look into southeastern New York, we have 6, 7, 8, and 9 and 10, kind of a gradient showing up there as you move down into the southeast of New York. Then even over a foot showing up into parts of maybe New York City there. Then if we move to Connecticut right here, we have 4, 5, 6, and then all the way to 7, 8, and 9, 10, and almost 11 inches there, or 11 inches there, showing up into Connecticut. And this will kind of continue to go southeastward as the snow will get heavier as you move that way. Now if you look into Rhode Island, 10, 12, 11 inches showing up there, almost 13 there. Now if you look into Massachusetts, into central part of Massachusetts, a dusting into more of the western sections there. Then as you get to the eastern and then southeastern sections of Massachusetts there, 10, 11, 12, almost over a foot of snow showing up there. Then even into New Hampshire, maybe 1 or 2 inches possible in southeastern New Hampshire there. So that's going to be it for this video. I really appreciate all of y'all watching and clicking the video and then staying to the end. I really appreciate that as well. I hope everyone stays safe from the mid-Atlantic all the way into the northeast. Even though if you see a couple of inches of snow all the way over a foot of snow, I hope y'all stay safe. And I'm going to try to provide as many updates as I can over the next couple of days and weeks. I want to try to stick towards more of the short-term forecasts like I've been doing today. And then I'll try my best to give updates on severe weather as I can, but I'm not always able to do that. But I really appreciate y'all watching, and I hope everyone stays safe. Thank y'all again.